Hello there. How's it going? It's I ended up having to reboot one of my computers just now, and so give me a moment. Um I as you may notice, the ticker isn't in place because the computer that runs it kind of fell over. And yeah, so there's always something. Okay. Uh I'm getting there. So let's see if the overlay works. Hello, hello, Dane. How's it going? I still need to get the ticker working, but at least, like I say, the good thing is the way I have it set up. The downside is it's complicated. The good side is if one thing breaks, the whole stream doesn't break. So, hello, John. How's it going? Good afternoon, Stephen. Thanks for joining. Hi, Dark Shades. Good evening. Yeah, like the video. It does help the live stream. We're going to be kind of winging it here. Yeah, hello. Yeah, Murphy's Law. It's always never fails. I'm just trying to figure out why the ticker is not ticking. Oh, I wonder if I broke it. Oh, hello, Cosmic Ray. How's it going? Thanks for joining this evening. Let me see. What have I got here? Wait, hold on a second. Did I break it? Maybe I broke. Maybe I broke. No? Oh. That's interesting. Let's see what I... Let me check something here. Make sure that it's not a more fundamental issue. Oh. Let's see. What's today? Today is the 8th. Oh. Dang it. All right, hold on a second. The ticker might be kind of acting up here, but let me see if I can fix this. Hold on. Okay. Give me a moment. It was a completely unrelated issue. But anyway, as you can see from the all-sky camera, things are a bit cloudy at the moment, but it's supposedly going to clear. You can actually see, I think it was Jupiter briefly there. And let's see. All right. All right, all right. Okay. All right. cool. All right. So yeah, the ticker might be slightly down for now, but we'll see. We'll see when it comes back. In the meantime, hello Jeff. How's it going? Need to get back into stargazing? Yeah, I mean, no problem. I've kind of myself kind of gone on and off doing astronomy, going way back to when I was a kid, and then I kind of got away from it for a bit, and then got back into it, and then got away from it, and then last few years I've been kind of more into it. So yeah, it's never and yeah, that was the other thing I noticed, because I'd been out of it for like for a number of years, and the tech has gotten really amazing, and I think that was part of what inspired me to get back into it. I live in a really heavily light polluted area, Bortle, a solid Bortle 9, and it was I'd been watching some astronomy YouTube channels, and you know, they were cool, and I was really amazed at the results people were getting. But then when I saw some of the people were doing it inside urban areas, that was when I was like, oh, with the good light pollution filters, yeah, it's actually possible. And it's, you know, I've been able to image things that I would have been hard pressed to image even in kind of, you know, Bortle 3-4 skies years ago. So yeah, it's a lot of, it is, but it's impressive. I enjoy it. Yeah, pretty clouds. Ooh, yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh yeah. John, Jack Horkheimer. I used to watch that when I was younger. Let me see. I'm gonna move this to the side a little bit, and let's see what we're up against here. Why? I thought I had this mouse hooked up, but I guess I don't. Maybe I disconnected it just because it was complicating things. There we go. Yeah, you can see the moon kind of peeking through the clouds. So what I'm gonna do is switch. Man, I said last live stream that I was gonna spend a little bit of time here trying to get the wiring down, but obviously that didn't happen because I'm still running into issues, but I can manually do it. Let's do this. I don't think I like... Let's see, does this work better? Let me... sorry, it's that, and I can just drag myself up like that. Awesome. Yeah, images, we want images. Yeah, I'm gonna try. So when do you get to move to Arizona? Not planning on doing it anytime soon. I have family in Arizona, but they live in urban areas, so that wouldn't help me. Mr. Wizard, yeah, I watched that too. The original, well, not the original, but like the original guy, but the kind of, he did it later, not the early version. But oh, I forgot. I still have this kind of messed up here, so let's see if this works. Oh, does it? I thought I had this set up where, let me, it never fails. That's what happens. I redo my desk and like everything broke. So we've got that. That's weird. That should have worked. Let's try this. Which one is this one? Oh. Oh, right. Hold on. I forgot I had done this kind of a weird way last time. And that would be... I feel like I'm, what do you call it, an operator, an old telephone operator. I'm like trying to patch in the right input. I'm trying to even remember where I have that. Okay. Okay. I found the cable. Had to trace it. Let's see. Okay, great. That was way too complicated, but we got there. All right. Okay, so. And now I know why it was acting squirrely last time. So yeah, let me see. What was it? Oh, hello? Oh, great. Thanks. Thank you, ABC. Oh, Cloudy, don't want snow. Play a drinking game when Mr. Wizard would get upset. Yeah. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, I have this pointing into the void, but this is actually the refractor, which you can't see. It's kind of behind the all sky camera, but earlier, let me see if I can crank up the gain, because earlier I was imaging the moon, and just to start with, until I had a chance to polar align it, which I never got a chance to do. Let me crank up. Oh, there it is. Briefly. No. It's briefly there. Let me. Is it just me, or is this? Let me, sorry, I'm just trying to get this, seems like it's kind of choppy with the updates, the screen update. You can kind of see through the, well, let me leave that off screen for a moment here. Oh, and actually, I forgot something here. Never fails. Hold on a second. Okay, where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. Arrange this, move this over here. Done. Okay. So what I wanted to bring up while we're trying to get something up on the screen is what was I gonna get on the screen? I'm so thanks to while I'm waiting to try to fix my issues here, which seem to be recurring. I'm going to Stephen has been sharing his screen imaging the sun, and this really neat sunspot group here, unfortunately, is about to rotate off the edge. Like, this was a really nice group, but there's not any similar sunspots coming. I mean, maybe, at some point there will be, but right now there isn't anything too drastic. But before I forget, I would be remiss in not mentioning that there is a Discord server if you haven't joined, because a lot of times, like earlier today before the stream, I'd been streaming kind of the refractor looking at the moon, and Stephen's been has been streaming the sun and kind of other targets over his night, which is during our day since he's in New Zealand. But yeah, join the Discord server if you aren't already, because it's there's always something, just about always, not always, but there's often something being streamed there. A foot of snow. Wow, snowing there. Jeez, almost a foot and going below zero. Man, not here. It's like, oh my gosh, it was like almost 80 degrees here. Actually, it may have been over 80 degrees here. It's pretty terrible. I actually got overheated earlier when I was setting the telescopes up, because it's like humid, and I just, like, I was going in and out from cold to warm, and I was feeling kind of not great. Oh, that's why. I had cranked up the exposure. Okay, this makes more sense. I thought I had done something with the remote desktop. So let's fix this. Okay, nope. 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 Wrong way, come back. Okay. Nope. There we go. All right. It's definitely not ideal, but at least the moon is somewhat and it's like massively overexposed now because I had cranked up the gain quite a bit. So at least while it's trying to peek out, we've got the moon and the sun to start off with. Wow. Yeah, can't fix clouds. Which actually that's another topic, but maybe not today. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, it's down on the Gulf Coast here in Texas. It's warm. It's like 20 degrees above average temperature. It's kind of crazy. Actually got up to 84 today. Which is for those Celsius oriented, it was almost 30 degrees Celsius today, which is just kind of for February is kind of bad. Yeah, Mr. Wizard. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, that Mr. Wizard. Right. Yeah. 85. Wow. Yeah, we haven't had any front come through yet here, so it's going to be warm. Oh, you can't do that on television. Danger Mouse, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Western Montana, cool. Yeah, it's very, yeah, very warm for the middle of winter. Yeah. Central Wisconsin. Um, yeah, so it looked like it was going to be clear, and it was clear. And then these clouds rolled in, which has been a pattern we've been having recently near the Gulf. But it was alleged on the weather app I'm using that it would get better. So we might just need to kind of get through the near term. Let me double check what this app is showing. Yeah, it's supposed to. It looks like over the next, like it's not going to be completely clear, but it looks like it's going to be clearing over the next time, maybe half hour or less, and then it looks like it'll be clear. Well, broken clouds until like 1 in the morning, so should be somewhat manageable. Oh, I just noticed the way I have this set up with the all-sky camera. That looks kind of weird. It's something called a chroma key, and the way I've done the all-sky camera overlay, you can actually see the stars coming through the telescope. That looks kind of trippy. I might have to fix that. Okay, moon image from the Seestar video. Let me check that. Let me show that on screen. Let's see. So, oh, I may. Oh. I ended up inadvertently bringing it up. Oh, so this is an image Stephen had taken of the moon using auto, and then stacking it with auto stacker. Let me see if I can pop this out. There we go. So that's cool. It's like even more detail. Yeah, so basically you take a video of the moon and then run it through software, in this case Astro Stackered and or Auto Stackered, and it kind of takes the best, kind of reduces the noise, increases the sharpness, and so yeah, that's cool. Let me sorry, let me check something here. Oh yeah, haha. There we go. And the ticker is back. I didn't forget about the ticker. It was just, there was a technical issue that I fixed kind of in the background, and it's working again. So I did actually update the ticker with everybody who is now a member because of Seiko's generosity. And Yeah, so the list of members is quite long now, which I very much appreciate that. All right, let's get back to the chat. Make sure I am. Oh, Eau Claire. I remember Eau Claire. Oh, is the sky nice and clear? Oh, the moon's upside down. Yeah, my moon is not the correct. Yeah, no, yours is. I mean, it is funny because like it is like all very arbitrary, in many ways. I mean, there is kind of a side to the solar system or sides to the solar system in the sense of like the ecliptic, the plane of all the planets and such. And so so they're, you know, it's natural to have the sun and the planets kind of a direction every time, but it depends on where on Earth you are, what that direction would be. So yeah, it is kind of arbitrary. Yeah. Yeah, which way is up? I mean, you know, you could make the argument that it was a I mean, sometimes let me turn down the gain on this. Not to get all philosophical about it, but it is kind of a you know, quirk of history. Like if things had ask a blurb. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Cause yeah, who's to say? But yeah, I mean it's and it extends even beyond it extends even beyond the solar system and looking at other images. It goes to magnetism. Like you have north and south on magnets and on compasses, and that's just arbitrary based on Earth's current magnetic field. So that's really yeah, it's all rather arbitrary. If you get all deconstructionist on it, it's very arbitrary. Yeah, Seiko's very generous, very helpful, and that's another reason to join the Discord server. There's a lot of helpful resources, people to bounce ideas off of, you know, get ideas from. You know, things like astronomy processing, astronomy gear. I know I've certainly asked others recently as I've picked up a couple new pieces of equipment. So it's definitely check it out if you haven't already. And before I forget, don't forget to like the video. It does help on the live streams. Yeah, down is not towards the ground. That's interesting. I haven't really gotten into all the flat earth stuff. I mean, as far as their belief system, like beyond, you know, just the most general way. So it's something when I have some time on my hands, I should check it out. Sorry, I'm just kind of moving this here because the display it was on was not very conducive to making this adjustment. And then it goes dark. You can see on the all sky camera as it's kind of going through the clouds. Like I say, there should be some breaks in the clouds that'll start clearing up some things. And I do have on this refractor a the light pollution filter on it. So I say light pollution filter, a dual narrowband filter, and plus the Seestars are ready to go. The clouds rolled in just before I was able to polar align them, unfortunately. But yeah. Yeah, why not use... Yeah, I mean, let me mess around with this layout. I feel like I've backslid on... Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. Where did my mouse go? There we go. I know what I did. Let me check. So I need to go to this layout. But see, that did something weird there. So I was gonna go to this, go to that, turn that off, and really I could make myself a bit smaller, since especially because I'm like leaning over a bit. Oh. And yeah, I can see that. Well, and the problem is it was made worse because I had like the old layout on screen. But let me tweak some of this and make it a little bit more. Let me move this just so I don't have like, so I don't accidentally like go off the screen. And I really need to fix that where the stars, but I'm not going to be able to do that tonight. Actually, let me turn on this one, and I'll leave that alone for now. And just need to move it. And the part of the issue is I try to keep the proportions correct, or the same, so it doesn't, so I can throw things on the screen and not chop things off. Now see, the problem is now some of it's off the screen. Just gets a little tricky trying to get the alignment right. I should really mess around with this some more. There we go. And then I can, let me actually, which one is this? Yeah, save that. And then I can just turn this off temporarily. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Using a bit more of the screen. Still needs some work, but, and then I have like this hole below me that I need to figure out what to do with at some point. Anywho, so let's see what, actually the good thing is I can see this a bit better now, because I have like a small view of it over here. It's just unfortunate all the clouds. Let's see. Yeah, so there were a few things when it became clear that it was perhaps going to be a bit cloudy, at least at the beginning of the stream, because it was clear and then it started clouding up. And anywho, let me see. Oh, another thing related to the Discord server is there's a photo challenge going on where people are uploading photos that they've, like, we basically a target was suggested and chosen, and a number of people are imaging it with the Seestar, but really it could be with any telescope. But it's the Seagull Nebula, and Let me see if I can actually bring this up on the screen. It's on the wrong monitor. Let's see if we can bring this up. I really need to fix this. I made my life much more difficult. Let's see. There we go. All right. That was the wrong monitor. Let's try to figure out which monitor it should go to. It's not monitor 4. Monitor 2? Nope. Monitor 3? Yeah, it actually went to monitor 3. That's the right one. So let's go quit this and let me restart it, because macOS does something weird with this, so I probably should just launch it from inside of inside this PC I have. But if we go look, let's make this a bit smaller. There we go. And so basically this month's target is the Seagull Nebula, which and I'm going to turn off my terrible skies. Wait, where did I go? This always happens. I pick. No, that's like the wrong thing. What's the NGC number for that? Hold on a second. Let me check something. Oh, Stephen, of course, got clouds too. Just for a brief moment. Okay, here we go. My browsers went in a weird location. Anyway, all right. So if we go, okay, it's the Seagull Nebula waiting for fries. Also navigations with the grill. Yeah, I see 2177. Okay, thanks, Jeff. So it is, and this isn't the first time this has happened to me, where I end up going to some other random. So this is the target. So it's kind of an interesting one. It's where did I end up with my? Okay, there we go. It's an interesting target. So this now with the Seestar, you can't capture it all in one frame. So let me get to the right sensor. Yeah, so see, you can't capture the whole thing in a single shot. You have to do like a mosaic to capture the whole thing. But that's the current challenge target of the month. So if you join the Discord, there's like a challenges channel, and there's I think I have it as a pinned message, a Google Drive for sharing the files. And then hopefully at the end of the month, we'll be able to stack it and have make a nice picture from it, or pictures from it. But meanwhile, that is all blocked. Okay. So let's see. What are we? Yeah, so the challenges is kind of a neat thing that we're doing this month, and we'll probably do it on a regular basis. So join if you haven't. Also, what else? Yeah. So, yeah, the challenges, there's streaming, astronomy streaming of just like Steven's doing right now. And, awesome. Let me pull that in since my moon is so terrible right now. We'll have the moon and the I'm gonna have to drag this window off screen so I can bring it up correctly. There we go. I really appreciate the while we're waiting for my my stuff to clear. Now, one thing I was going to do in the interim is I really should have targets ready to go for image processing, but I don't. But I was, if depending on if it was going to stay cloudy, I was possibly going to do some image processing, and I'm kind of curious. There's like a couple of tools, one of which was kind of new to me, and the other is a what do you call it, a tool that's been going through a lot of changes recently. The one that's new to me is this AltAz, Astro Live Stacker, I think is what it stands for. And Jeff had been using that recently, or Jeff had done a test run of it recently, and I had hoped to actually work on it, test it out tonight, if it clears up. But the other one is the City Astro Suite, which has been going through a lot of changes recently. And so I was going to kind of download the latest version and test it out. I just saw a video today. He added mosaics to it. It's turning into quite a photo processing suite, which is kind of cool. And it's good to have options. And some of the things he's, like previously, I guess he had scripts for PixInsight, and so some of it he's put some of that same logic into a standalone program. So that'll be good to check out. Yeah, it's dancing around. Like here, it was my moon was kind of bouncing around, partly because it was just so, like, it was windy, very windy here. You know what I might do is I'll just move. Let me unpin this for now, and I'll move this off screen. Doesn't need to be lurking in the background here. Oh, hello Seiko. How's it going? Thanks for good timing, just in time for your name to be on the special thanks to on the ticker. I haven't actually checked to make sure that the ticker is refreshing correctly, so I'm actually watching it right now off to the side here. Okay, that's good. I tried putting all the names in one shot, and it ends up switching to the next ticker too quickly. And so I need to make some adjustments to it, because I didn't want to just have a series of names after each other. I wanted to kind of interleave it with kind of other things that I have done in the ticker. I should put the Discord server there, although URL's not super useful necessarily on a ticker. I changed the all sky camera. I mean, kind of, sort of, yeah. I mean, there were some issues with the way I had been doing it. It's still using the same software, but just kind of a slightly different view. I mean, not a different view, but a different way of putting it on the screen. And it's got kind of a glitch in it right now, which is why you see the stars kind of flying through the Seestar. Like it's a hole in space or something. Yeah, so hold on a second. Yeah, I mean, there is like nothing on my refractor. The clouds are gotten so thick that the moon's not even, because sometimes I'm able to image the moon, but even through some clouds, but the clouds are thick enough that it's completely blacked out, but it's supposed to clear, allegedly. So might start seeing break in the clouds. Okay, yeah, no problem. And thanks for sharing that. So at least we have something in the sky to look at. You know what I should do? I should do the I should have a looped, out of focus, wobbly video of like Betelgeuse or something, and you know, I can show that and say it's gonna go supernova or something. Not that anybody on the internet on YouTube does that. Not at all. Let's see. Yeah. I think we know I might be referring to hypothetically. May or may not resemble a YouTube channel, a real or imagined. Yeah. Have it be, which one? What should I have as the title? Some about, yeah. I mean, because that's what some of them have. It kind of, oh, I briefly saw the moon on my telescope, which is off camera. Like I say, don't forget to like the video. It does help the channel a lot. And plus, the other thing that's a little frustrating is I just got the a new equatorial wedge for the Seestar, the one that's in the camera, or the one that's most visible in the camera. I had been using the Sky Watcher Star Adventurer. It's a, what do you call it, a star tracker. So it came with a wedge, and I had been using that. A lot of people use that for their Seestars, but I ended up getting the William Optics one, and it's a pretty well built one. I got the wrong one though. It comes in a high and low latitude version, and it kind of limits the range. It limits the range. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust the scope. the other scope. It'll become clear maybe in a second. Basically, you can kind of see it in the all-sky camera, but I'm trying to, the moon is briefly peeking out for me. Yeah, I mean, you can see it in the all-sky camera, but it ends up being kind of a little too faint, so I'll keep that off for now. Off camera. Yeah, live feed of supernova. You know, it's funny because, you know, I don't want to do the clickbait ones. And one of my highest view live streams in recent months was when I did the Mars occultation, and I guess it was because it was like in a lot of people's, because there were news articles and stuff. I mean, TV. There were news snippets about it. So, and because the Parade of Planets has been something that's come up recently, I wanted to actually have Parade of Planets in a title, but I was actually going to, you know, image all of the planets. Well, all the ones you can image in an evening. The only snag for that is I can't image Venus and Saturn from my backyard. And when I tried once to try to get the telescope sorted out, it didn't end up working out. So I haven't attempted that, but I figured I kept wanting to do like Parade of Planets, but I guess from my point of view, I actually wanted to show all the planets that you could actually see. But I guess I could have, you know, had some like wobbly mess or something. Yeah, no, it's a great wedge. I mean, I just got it today, and it's very nice, very well built. But I got the wrong one because there's a low latitude and a high latitude one. I looked at, because my latitude is pretty low. It's in the upper 20s, and so I got the low latitude one, failing to take into account that for the Seestar, because of the way it's set up, it actually needs to be 60 degrees or 90 degrees minus your latitude. So it actually needed to be at 59, which meant I should have gotten the high latitude version. And I was briefly like, oh, great. I just got this wedge. And anyway, long story short, I did a quick search, and it is possible to convert. Now, it would completely void one's warranty, but I was able to convert it. So you can see the net result below. It's actually on the... it actually was changed from... basically, you have to undo some screws. You need like a screwdriver and a couple of hex wrenches. And you basically, there's a mechanism for doing the tilt, and there's a stop, and you basically partly disassemble it, take the stop off, and move it. Like, it's got several different kind of places to put the stop, and for the low latitude, it's at one end, and so I basically removed the stop, moved it to another point, and now it's a high latitude version. So yeah, but yeah, it's a nice, it's very well built. It's better than some of my mount mechanisms, as far as like the knobs and kind of the build quality. I'm just pulling this over to show that the moon is finally starting to poke through here. If it would just stay clear long enough. Earlier I was running a live stack of the moon, and it looked pretty good. Yeah, I haven't made any modifications other than changing it from a low latitude to a high latitude one. But yeah, it's very solid. And it also, given my very low latitude, you can see how the Seestar is like pointed almost. It feels like it's almost pointing sideways, and having that heavier weight there, it definitely looks like the tripod's too precarious. But that wedge is pretty heavy, and I kind of pushed the tripod to the point where it kind of started tilting, and it would take way too much force for it to fall over right now. So that was good. I think that weight does help. The weight of the wedge. Man, it is like so close. The moon is coming so close to actually getting out from behind these clouds. Very frustrating. And I need to update the credits because yeah. Oops, wrong key. There we go. All right. Let's see. I need to move this over a little bit. I need to have a better way of doing this dynamically. All right. Cool. All right, back to the chat while I'm waiting for the sorry, I realized I can actually make this a bit bigger. A little bit better. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that I haven't been able to image this sunspot group more. Because it'll be off the edge of the sun by early next week. That looks good. It's like too much sorry, I'm distracted because I see the moon starting to poke out of the behind the clouds, and then it's gone. Yeah. So let me I'm gonna go. I'll just show what I'm gonna look at right now, real quick. Where is that? Okay. So I'm gonna go grab, while I'm waiting for the clouds to clear for me. I'm just going real quick to SETI Astro to download the latest version of the of SETI Astro suite. It's added. It seems like multiple times a week he comes up with some update to it. So I'm gonna run this on my Mac. I'm gonna put this over here so you don't need to see download. All right. Updated 4 hours ago. And so I got SETI Astro Suite. Yeah, it has a blink comparator, a sharpener, a satellite removal tool, stretching, curves utility, frequency separation, star stretch, perfect palette picker, which I'm interested to try out. So let me try to get this set up. We'll try. Now I just need to figure out what data set I want to use on it. What in the world? That's a lot of stuff. All right. Oops, wrong. Okay, no, that's the right one. All right. Oh. Okay, that. Before he had the SETI Astra suite only had there was a Mac version, but it was an Intel binary, which the performance was really kind of like the startup time would take like half a minute to start up. And I see now that it's got an Intel and an Apple Silicon binary, which is great. So let's see if this runs. I may have to grant it permission to run. Interesting. Let's see if this works. Okay, let's try running this. All right. That's weird. So let's try. Nope, wrong way. Let's try it this way. SETI Astro. See if this runs. It's thinking about it. I didn't have a proper dinner, so I may do my standard eat a cookie thing, which seems to be a recurring thing, recurring motif. Let me see. Okay. So what I was going to do is... Oh, hey, there it is. It still took a while to start up, but I wonder if that's unpacking. Hold on a second. I'm going to mute my mic so I don't... so you don't hear me opening this wrapper. That didn't mute. It's like when you're at the movie theater, you know, and like there's someone sitting behind you and it's like a quiet part of the movie and they're like opening a package. I didn't want to recreate that experience. Man, that is so annoying. Oh, oh, I see the moon briefly poking through, or at least some of it on the all sky camera, but I don't actually see it over here. Oh man. Hello Ganon? It's no Seestar. That's too bad. Yeah, that actually that actually reminds me there of something. Give me a moment. I need to eat. Take a little bite of this. Okay. So City Astro Suite. So I'm gonna just pull it over here. I'm not doing anything with it just yet, but this is kind of. It used to only have like 2 or 3 options, and now it's got like a ton of different tools. It's kind of crazy, but anyway, I'm gonna figure out what image set I want to try it out with. You have the sun up, but clouds with the sun behind them. Yeah. It's still the monsoon season. When does the monsoon season or the rainy season end for you there? I need to plug in an external drive. I had to, for me to be able to process any images, I need to use an external drive because the internal drive is rather full. So let's check this out. Okay. So then the question is, what would we want? What should I'm going to have to pull the files off. I have to copy the files onto this computer, so I just need to figure out which ones that I would want to copy. I think I may need to switch to a different, oh no, never mind, sorry. I briefly thought I needed to switch to a different SSD, but then I realized I don't need to. All right. Okay, cool. All right. Seiko's sharing some kind of sharing the clouds. Let's see. Seestar isn't responding. There we go. So we can watch the clouds in all their glory. We got cloud. I mean, your skies look about what mine look like right now. What am what did I want to pull up here? This, which got so many windows. It's weird because it briefly looked like the moon would have been visible, but it oh, I saw a flickering here. Very brief flickering. Like there was almost a sun. Almost. But not quite. I mean, is there any sun poking through? Yeah. The sunspot group is nice. Let's see. All right. All right. So I need to find a target that I would care to process. Maybe, you know, I don't have the most data of it, but maybe I was wondering if maybe, I mean, I do like the Orion's fine, but I was wondering if I should do like the Eagle Nebula or something. If I should try that out. Is it having a hard time finding the sun? I keep seeing hints that the moon is starting to come through the clouds, but then by the time I switch over to the telescope, it's already covered again. Well, I did actually see the sun briefly fly by. Very briefly. I should come up with a way of, I wonder if there's a way to kind of cycle through screens on Discord. All right. So let's go see what's. Yeah. So I'll probably have. I had said last live stream that I was probably going to have an interesting live stream or a possibly interesting live stream next week, or this upcoming Thursday, but it won't be till next Saturday. Now in the interim, I'll probably do, because it's going to be cloudy all week, I'm going to do a photo processing, November through April. Wow. So much clouds you lost it. That's too bad. Did look like it briefly came up. Is that live? Oh, what do you know? You got it briefly. Nice. So we've got two solar feeds. One from New Zealand and one from Australia. Just, you know. So we have a wider view, we have a close up, and we have the moon. Yeah, so the yeah, sorry. Just a bit. Oh, the moon. I see the moon in my sky in the all sky camera. And it's gone. Nope. Is it back? I don't see it. I mean, the all sky camera does tend to lag, so. Yeah. Yeah. So next Saturday, I'm gonna do a remote live stream, probably in the afternoon. But then between now and then, I'll do some. Since the weather's gonna be bad, I'll do some photo processing live stream, and it'll be flagged as such. Because especially with the SETI Astro tools, and the other thing I want to do is take the that ALS, the Astro Live Stack, and kind of use it to process some images that okay. Like, even though it wouldn't be live, I could point it at a directory full of images just to, you know, see how the images look and stuff like that. So here's the moon. But it's, hopefully it'll oh, that would be another thing I could do. I could do a live stream and say, you know, oh my gosh, the moon has disappeared, and then have like a thumbnail of it exploding or something. But then it's just clouds. No, I wouldn't do that. Or at least not on this channel. Maybe I'd do it on another channel just for why not. Yeah, slight difference. It's interesting. Just that, you know. I don't know how you'd explain that on a flat Earth. Might be a bit tricky. And of course, when Stephen was sharing his solar stream and it was daylight here a few weeks ago, like the sun, for me the sunspots were like on the right side of the sun's disk, so it was like massively rotated, the two of us. Okay, I need to figure out what data set I want to try to process. could do the Helix Nebula. That could be interesting. That's a nice big target. I'm going to make notes. Another one that I have a lot of data of, but I don't know the quality of it. That's kind of a challenging one to, or it's been a challenging one when I've tried to develop it, was the Ghost of Cassiopeia. Let's see, what was the one I had mentioned? Oh, Helix Nebula. And Christmas tree cluster. Now, some of these, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to grab the data, but then I might like off camera, I might just stack it, so then we can, since SETI Astro Suite doesn't do the stacking, I can stack it in Serial, and then we can take a look at it in SETI Astro. What would be another one here? What was one that I had mentioned? Tribble? That one was disappointing, the Tribble Nebula. What did I say earlier that would be an interesting... Oh, Lagoon Nebula. Or not Lagoon, the Eagle Nebula. And actually, let me make a note of that other one. Lagoon and, Eagle and Trifid. Those would be interesting ones. Yeah, I think that'll do it. And I'll grab all that data, and then I can process it on a... if the things that I don't get to tonight, I can process on another night, like this upcoming week. Anyway, I'm going to step away for a moment. And I'll be right back. All right, let me start grabbing the files here. I'm glad, see, very briefly, I have the view of my telescope, and I very briefly saw the moon, and then it went away. It was supposed to clear up around this point for me. It's just been this weird weather pattern recently where we've been getting these clouds off off the Gulf. Yeah, it's claiming that it's going to clear up for like soon-ish. So we'll see. All right. I'm going to grab some files here. Sorry, I get distracted looking at. Did I do astronomy in college? That's that could be a story. That could be a story of it unto itself, but a little. That might be a topic for another day. But yeah, a little bit. Not 100% astronomy, but yeah, I did do some related stuff in college, but it wasn't the major I graduated with. And that I was very specific about my words in that one. Let's see. Why doesn't this window want to move? It's very frustrating. I don't know why this terminal decided it doesn't want to move normally. Dang it. So why do you ask about college stuff? I mean, as far as astronomy in college. I mean, it's fine. It's not there's no secrets, but it's just, I was just curious. Was there something south between the two larger ones in that sunspot group when they were first formed? All right. This isn't working the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. Oh, right. That's what I'm doing wrong. I haven't grabbed the files in a while, so let me go. Today is the 8th. And all right. All right. So I am going to do the Ghost of Cassiopeia might be too much, so I'm gonna try I am going to try, I'll make a note to try that at some point. Helix Nebula. I'll try the Trifid. Alright, so let's see. The Helix Nebula is also known as NGC 7293. Or Helix Nebula, and then I'll just do the Trifid for now. Which is M. I always forget which M it is. 2020, yeah. So M20. All right. All right. Okay, cool. That makes it easy. All right. Need to grab. Okay, it's copying. How many subframes do I have? 107 subframes for M20. So that could be a good start. Every time I notice that the moon is brighter on the all-sky camera, by the time I switch over, it's obstructed again. I mean, it's behind the clouds again. Never attend astronomy course, all self-learn. That's cool. Yeah, I wanted to take some astronomy classes in college, but I think there was like one. Like they offered one, and I think I took that one. Like they had some graduate level stuff, but they didn't have undergrad. Oh, nice. Ground a 6-inch moon. I started grinding a mirror, but I didn't finish it. I ended up, I think, giving it to someone. Okay, 5 seconds to open, and cosmic clarity takes 2 seconds. Yeah, it didn't take as long, but it took a few minutes at one point because it was an Intel binary, and it ended up having to like start up the Rosetta system, which does the translation from Intel to Apple Silicon, and so it ended up taking a long time to load, unfortunately. Oh, hello, Hein. How's it going? Thanks for joining. Unfortunately, it's pretty darn cloudy right now, so yeah, the early version. Yeah, that was the issue I had. I hadn't tried it in a while, but the version I just tried didn't take too long. Oh. Okay, cool. Let's see if this works. 20. Oh, I actually do have. Actually have more than I have a few hundred of M20 because I found another 300 frames. Because sometimes I would image it and it would be M20, M space 20. But then other times when I was using Alp, it was just M20. So, oh, I very briefly saw the moon on the, oh, nice. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, because I remember you mentioning that you were, you had been to Houston for NASA. That's cool. That's really cool. I mean, around in Houston, there's I've run across a lot of people over the years who were had worked for NASA at some point. Yeah. So here is, this is actually not mine. This is Dark Shades is sharing his moon, and then we have, well, cloudy. Seiko's been having intermittent clouds, and Stephen is sharing his sun from New Zealand. But if you look at the all-sky camera below, that's my view. And unfortunately, it was clearer earlier, and then the clouds rolled in. So at least right now, it's kind of intermittent. Supposedly, it's supposed to clear soon, or at least clear enough that I can start doing some imaging. But for now, we're and I literally looked over there just to see the moon disappear behind a cloud. Like you can see on the all sky camera, it lags like about 30 seconds or so. So it appears like it's visible, but it was just a fleeting thing. All right, so we've got, oh, it's still downloading. So I'll try just Helix Nebula and the Trifid Nebula, and I'll stack them off screen, but then I'll bring them into SETI Astro Suite and we'll play around with it. Yeah. And I just briefly see it kind of coming out of from behind the sun. And then the other thing is because, or behind the clouds, the other problem is since it was so, you know, oh, sorry, I need to, sorry, I'm like ping-ponging between windows. I think Seiko might be temporarily clouded out. Although it was a better stretch than what I had. Okay, so Oh no, sun's back. I think it's back. Oh no, dropped. Okay, cool. So let's see, what are we... I need to grab the Helix Nebula. I have a lot of data that I might not end up processing all that. Like I have yeah, a couple thousand frames. Might be too much. But well, at least I'll start with the Trifid Nebula since that one seems more not too much of a not too much data. Oh. Looks like the clouds are a bit breaking a bit. Yeah, what do you know? Actually see. And it went, oh man, just in time for me to bring it back. It's just like, it's just messing with me at this point now, I think. So let me go ahead and start stacking this data. Give me a second here. It went to the wrong monitor. Yep. Let's see. So I've got... So I'm just starting to stack the images in serial here. And then once it's stacked, like I say, I'll bring it into SETI Astro Suite to process. It alleged at 9 it would start, there'd be breaks in the clouds, but I'm still not seeing it. Bring mine over here just in the off chance it actually starts doing something here. Oh, got an overexposed moon and then it's gone. All right. Go pick the SSD. File, and we're doing M20 subs lights. Nope, that directory. And we've got okay, and I'm just running a standard stack on it, no drizzling, nothing. 463 images, so I'm just stacking it right here. It's progressing pretty quickly, that's good. it was just The Astronomical Companion by Guy. Wow. That's cool. So the Astronomical Companion. I'll have to check that out. Definitely will have to check that out. That's funny. The Seestar didn't care for it. So thoughts on an off-axis Newtonian with a standard mirror slightly tilted for camera just outside the tube. Let's see. I have thoughts. Give me a second while I'm changing the gain on this because it's like starting to get overexposed here. No, and of course it's gone. Well, I'll leave it. Yeah, so I don't know what other people's thoughts are on it. I've kind of, yeah. So I'll show you the only, I know there's designs like that. And I forget the names of some of them, but let me see. Let's see if I can find that. Yeah. So wait. So it was this video. I'll drop this link. I don't know if you had seen this one, but I'll bring it up on the screen. Basically, the only thing that came to mind was this 70-inch Dobsonian that someone had built. And one thing I had noticed about it immediately is the secondary is offset a little bit and the eyepiece is actually down here. Now, it makes a great deal of practical sense for a telescope that large to set that up that way, but yeah, like I'm trying to find where kind of, so there's the primary, and yeah, so the eyepiece is kind of hanging down outside of, you know, the tube, as it were. Now, this is a visual instrument, so I don't know how that would work for, like, how that would work for photographic purposes if you want to use it that way, but and there were some other designs I remember. What was it? It wasn't a Newtonian, it was a let's see. No, that's not it. But yeah, I recall running across something like that, but the only one I can remember was that one I just posted the link to. I'm just like, talking about rabbit holes, looking at Wikipedia, list of telescope types. So you have Cassegrain, and you have like different variations of it. Gregorian, Herschel, liquid mirror, Newtonian, Dobsonian. Yeah, Schwarzschild telescope. Is that like a black hole or something? Okay. I was gonna say it's a have something to do with black holes. That's too bad it doesn't. Uses the gravitational lens, maybe. I'll stop. Okay, I'll try that out, or I'll check it. Seiko in a sec. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it would be worth a shot, especially if you have like that Dobsonian. That giant Dobsonian with trusses, that would make it easy to kind of test it out. Relatively easy. And I've seen people, I've seen a number of people doing kind of the spider vein with 3D printing it, so you could easily like try a few different, like you could iterate on something, try it out. Be worth a shot. It would be interesting. You could create a new the cosmic ray scope or something. A new variation of Newtonian. Hello, ABC. How's it going? Sometimes I abbreviate camera prime focus. Yeah, just outside the tube. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I'm plug of the ears. I usually don't have audio on the stream from apps, just in case I accidentally play something. Let's see. Yeah, so there's a lot of different telescope variations. I'm sure there's, well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know. One thing I always thought was interesting was it the Nasmyth telescope where it's kind of like a Cassegrain, but they have a reflector here, so it goes off out the side. And I think like I want to say like this point is at the center of gravity, or basically like you would have the axis, the bearing here. And so it would come out where the bearing is, so that your instruments basically are fixed. I mean, they have to rotate, but otherwise you don't have to for professional telescopes where they might have like some either sensitive spectroscopes or something that maybe you don't want to like rotate it because the sensor would change. It lets you keep the instruments more fixed, which I always thought was kind of a cool design. Yeah, the Keck. Yeah. They can have like a bunch of instruments there. Yeah, spectrographs or other heavy instruments typically used for research observatories, which I thought was kind of an interesting thing. Let me move this off. Well, cats can be that way. they can be very, very demanding. They will not be ignored. Let me see. Seiko. Oh, cool. Let's add this. So this is an S50 looking at the sun. And then this is the S30. And it has this kind of wide angle camera, like a finder camera. But I do wonder, some people have wondered what long-term implications of having this sensor pointing at like the sun. On the other hand, it is wide angle, so the sun maybe isn't too many pixels on it, but still. But yeah. Oops. That's cool. It's just, yeah, I've been thinking about maybe picking up an S30. Probably not anytime soon, but maybe later this year. Just because it looks like an interesting scope, and the results that Cosmic Ray has been sharing on Discord has been, I do want to check it out. Like, I don't know how much longer I'll be able to actually point this scope at the moon anyway, because it's getting to the point where it's going to be not visible from my backyard, since I have oh, maybe not. Maybe I've got a bit more time. Well, let's see. Is this the current time? Yeah. Yeah, so it hasn't quite gone through the meridian, but it's getting there. Which makes me wonder when it's going to do the meridian flip. Yeah, so the Markarian chain, yeah, not tonight, unfortunately, but yeah, it's a doable target. Now with the Seestar, you probably need to do. Let me see what this. Oops, wrong thing. So let's look up Markarian's chain, and the red square is the Seestar's framing, and so you can get kind of the core of it right here, but there's, you know, it includes this, so you really would do like a mosaic of, you know, like 2 or 3 frames to try to get all of it. But you know, some of the galaxies are kind of tiny, but some of these other ones are decent size, and they show up. So yeah, no, I could see that. I mean, based on the results I've seen from others, I guess that's, and the fact it's just that much smaller. It's got a newer sensor, bit wider, so like for certain targets I wouldn't need to do a mosaic. That I find kind of intriguing about it. Let's see, and actually, oh, nice. Let's see. Oh, wow. See, on the forum, or on the Discord server, people share different images they've taken, and I was just looking at that briefly. Yeah, I was just looking at your photo here. Let me bring that up. So this was taken with a 300mm lens. That's pretty good. took 9 and then you did the processing. Yeah. No, I'd say it's got a good level of detail. I mean, with a 300mm lens, you're not getting. Oh yeah, yeah. I automatically changed it to millimeters. I didn't even catch that. But yeah, that looks nice. I mean, plus, like you say, you could if there was a problem with it, you could always blame your friend because they were the ones who took the photo. Let me close that out. I'm gonna bring this on chat just because I think it's like, oh, why is your cat? And then the cat stepped on the keyboard. Yeah, I used to have some cats, and they would always want to lay on the keyboard. It was always good when like I was trying to work or something, and they'd either lay on it or walk on it. I think there may have been some times where they may have accidentally. Yeah, I think they did that, where like I had started typing a command and they ended up hitting return before I was done. I was like, at least it wasn't anything destructive. That would have been awkward. Explaining, it's like, why did that computer reboot? It's like, it was my cat. My cat caused it to reboot. My cat rebooted the server. Let's see. Like this all sky is really, it's really bothering me because it's like, it looks like it's about to, it keeps looking like it might be clearing, but nope. Yeah, exactly. The other thing I have, this happened with cats, and it also happened with dogs, where they'd be laying next to me, and I'd be trying to type, and they're like, "You have 2 hands. Just use one of them to pet me," and I'm just like, yeah. So it's like, they will not be ignored. Yeah, exactly. Yep. I mean, it keeps, like earlier I could see it, and right now it's starting to kind of go through. Every time I try to recenter the telescope, I manage to get it almost centered, and then clouds end up blocking it. But yeah. So it's unfortunate, but thanks to Seiko, Stephen, and Dark Shades, we're able to at least see the moon and sun a little bit better than I'm able to see it. See it, like it's very briefly coming through. But that's the view I'm getting. And that's just see, and then it's gone. But I've got the gain cranked up, so if the clouds were to part, it would be completely overexposed. Let's see. Oh. I like this. Seiko has a good suggestion here. Acrylic keyboard cover. It can act as a monitor stand, but it can also I love that. I totally would have gotten one of those. So like the cat can oh and the cat's looking at photos of cats on the screen. Oh my gosh, but they're still able to type. That's 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 inspired. I love that. I love that. That's oh yeah. I cats don't like change. Um which is why I never kenneled my cats. When I would leave town, I'd always have like a family member come check on them if I was gone more than like a day or two, um, just because they didn't do well. Oh, that's cool that your cat watched football. Oh, a couple games, then got bored. That's funny. Yeah, cats are fun. Cats are gonna be funny that way. We have this. We have more than one dog, and like every dog is different, but one of the dogs, it's like it. He'll bark at the he'll bark at animals on the TV, like he was. We sometimes have visiting raccoons in our backyard, and usually on trash day, and he'll like he would go bark at the like he was inside and he's barking at the raccoon that's outside, and but he'll bark at raccoons on TV, and it's been a few times where or a horse or any animal, and he'll bark at it, and then more than once he'll like run around to the back of it because it's like a flat panel, and he's like trying to see where the raccoon where the raccoon or horse went. It's like it's not there. It's just an image. Yeah. Yeah. Cats can be yeah, ADHD or something. Um let's see. Yeah, see, look, the moon, it's like it's struggling and then it's gone. It's just so close. Well, the good news is I have my camera sensor rotated, where I'm matching dark shades, the orientation of the moon. So that's good. It was supposed to clear up at this point, but get your cat its own S50. That would be funny. Yeah, using a telescope. That would be entertaining. All right. Let's see. So that fit file. How much? I processed 400 images, and how many were in the final one? Oh, 387 ended up in the final one. Oops, wrong one. Let's see. A cat using a red cat. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, look at the clear sky there on the all sky camera. And what do you know? The moon is actually not full of clouds at this instant. So let me try. There we go. Just So I was able to very briefly do a live stack, and this is what I ended up with before the clouds ended up ruining the party. So very briefly, and it's kind of got a double effect because it's trying to stack the clouds now. Yep. So that was very brief. That it was clear. Oh, and now it's clear again. Oh, okay. Time for a swim. Well, thanks for sharing, Steven. I do appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, right, because it's near the zenith. Because I was wondering why your moon was like creeping off the top. Yeah, thanks for the streams. And funny enough, the timing was impeccable because just then it started. So let me try turning on live stack here. So at least. And if it stays clear, I'm going to try going to another target. Oh, the chat is working. After the cat did its. There we go. So this is a live view with my telescope. You can see that it actually cleared at least briefly. So and this is a live stack, so it's kind of sharpening it a bit. So let me dial down the exposure because it's a bit overexposed right here. And since it's a live stack, it doesn't immediately. Actually, I hope does it. Of course. Well, I'm gonna do this for, and I'll switch over to here. We can go. There we go. So we've got the moon and the sun, and maybe there's some clear skies. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it looks a little can look a little odd. Let me see if I can quickly do something with the Seestars here now that it looks mostly clear. So, and it did say that it was going to clear around this time. So, although I see some more clouds coming from the right. Don't tell me that was it. That would be annoying. It's like, oh, clear skies. It's just for a moment. Well, I'll wait until I have a better idea of how big this cloud is. It's weird because like it'll come through the clouds a little bit. Yeah, let me take a sip of water here. No, you can't. Let me redo the yeah, the all sky was getting truncated, but like you can still see like it's not as... Do I get paid for this? I mean, like, yeah, yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, I need to do more videos. I need to do more videos, like standalone videos, because those tend to be the better. I mean, they tend to draw the most subscribers, and I've really, since like last summer, I really haven't put out many videos. But I've tried to be pretty consistent with the live streams. Now, one of the problems I've had with the live streams is just unpredictability of it. Where did we both get clouded at the same time? The sun and the moon. That's funny. Half, you know, thousands of miles apart, and we both got clouded at like the same moment. Oh, now your Seestar's having problems. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, the refractor has, yeah, what was it? Somebody was talking about, like, they had gotten a telescope and it's like, it got all cloudy. Like it was cloudy, like the week, like for days after they had gotten the new telescope. And I was thinking it's like, you know, the rain, what do you call it? Like, when it rains, sorry, when it's like when you wash your car and then it ends up raining right afterwards. I feel like that refractor has been, the refractor and reflector have been a cloud magnet. But yeah, so the unpredictability of the weather has been a problem. And so I've been kind of thinking of ways to kind of help with that. And to be honest, it's been very helpful on more than one occasion when, and I note the people in the, in the, what do you call it? I try to make note of the people in the comments, of people who've kind of contributed their Seestars, so that when I'm clouded out on cases like this, it's been nice to be able to image stuff. And it's also kind of cool because, like, it's night here, but in Australia and New Zealand it isn't. So we're able to view, you know, things elsewhere. Anyway, what I'm getting at is I plan on making, on doing more to try to make my lives, to try to be able to live stream on a more consistent schedule. Now, granted, I have to deal with the weather, but anyway, so I'm working on that. But I need to do more videos. And yeah, like vlog videos, like a behind the scenes stuff, or yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, I should probably do some of that. And that's fine. The I mean, I do have a wife and kids. Believe it or not, I spend a lot of time doing this, but I do have a family. Yeah, 2 Seestars, no processing. Yeah. Well, I was like over on this browser hoping that once it clears enough, I was actually going to try to get the Seestars, because the Seestars, like, I opened them up, but then the clouds came in before I was able to do the calibration. And now, okay, this is encouraging. Let me wait a second. All right, let's try to do this. Okay, that might be a bit over sharpened, but we'll just go with this for now. while I try to scramble to get the Seestars up and running. Yeah, full moon on steroids with everybody. Yeah, no, the problem was clouds. I had massive clouds, and I was only able to point this telescope at the moon before the clouds rolled in. But I'm gonna try to get. Yeah, I'm not sure. It sometimes seems like that. So let me try to get the Seestar. Okay. That's annoying. Actually, let me. Dang it. Okay. No, didn't mean to do that. Okay. I'm hoping, like the last cloud, that it's just a temporary. Oh, nice. And then okay. Like it keeps clearing. So at least you get some level of detail. Problem is it's near I never was able to get the polar alignment sorted. So it's, I mean, granted, I haven't had to make many adjustments over the past couple hours, so. There we go. At least the moon is, at least briefly, but meanwhile I'm trying to actually, let's see, I'm trying to do this. Okay. Yeah. That's annoying. Yeah, cloud, boo, exactly. Alright, I'll have to check it out. The cookies for dinner come from food bank, so you can buy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But more gear. Okay. Like basically I'm trying to, because the tricky one is this one, since it's in EQ mode. Like it has to be pointed at a certain area, so I'm just trying to like basically I had opened it up and gotten it to the right area, but then the clouds rolled in and it just kept tracking where it was some random spot in the sky. And so now I'm trying to realign it in the hope that I'll have like a minute or two of clear skies, of contiguous clear skies, so that it can polar align itself, and then I can point it at things, maybe get some imaging done tonight. If not, I've got the Trifid Nebula stacked and I can always go back to that. Yeah, so I'm getting basically you can kind of tell the all sky camera's moving. I mean, not all sky camera, the Seestar, the visible Seestar is moving. I haven't even attempted to do anything with the other one. This is where having like the S30, where it's got the wide angle camera, it would be kind of cool, because then I could remotely, possibly manually point it at the moon. Puppy Bowl. If I'm gonna stream during the Puppy Bowl, I don't know. If it ends up being clear, I was actually thinking of doing a solar stream. Let me see. It was funny. I was telling, yeah, it looks like it might actually be clear tomorrow. So I might actually try doing a live solar stream, since it's going to be cloudy in the evening. It was funny. I was telling one of the kids about the Puppy Bowl. They thought it was adorable. They had never seen that, but I remember watching it in the past. It's pretty funny if you haven't. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, it was like on Animal Planet. What was it? Yeah. They actually had like, what was it? It was like, was it this one? Yeah, this is the one. It was if you're not into football, it was definitely something fun to watch. You know, just watching puppies running around. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny because a lot of people had been doing it. Let me bring the sorry, let me bring this back over here, since yeah. Give me a sec. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, because there are a number of people who would always say they'd have the power light facing like to the east or to the west or whatever when they're doing EQ mode, when they're doing the alignment. But I always had done it with the power light up, and it wasn't intentional. It was more, it was just the way I had the mount, and when I initially kind of tightened it down, I had the light up, and so I just kept it that way. And I generally never had problems with the alignment. So especially with the new Alp. I mean, not new, but once Alp had like a flag for EQ mode and some extra logic, it was yeah, I never had issues with it. So I haven't tried it a different way, so I don't know if it was better or worse. But I basically I never had issues with it doing it that way. Let's see. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. That looks better than I thought it would. Cool. All right. Alrighty. Let me go back to, I forgot, I was working on trying to point the one telescope. And now it's clouding up again. So I might be doing some photo processing here in a bit, unless things clear up drastically. Because it was supposed to be, during this whole hour, was supposed to be reasonable, but I think some of the I tried a different site besides Astrospheric, and it seemed to have better luck, but I guess maybe they all just have issues with kind of where I am, maybe near the coast or something. Yeah, that's true. I just noticed, I think yesterday I got to 1,900 subscribers. So yeah, 2,000, yeah, might be in the next few weeks. Maybe this month or next month. Yeah, so it has been accumulating. Or I have been getting subscribers. But like I say, whenever I've had like videos, although sometimes like YouTube, it can be kind of weird where, man, oh my gosh, like the clouds got even thicker. Come on. I've had it where, like I published a video and it's gotten a lot of views, but it'll, like the subscribers from it'll come in waves. Like, you know, they'll be, YouTube will recommend it to a group of people and a lot of people subscribe after it. And then sometimes it won't. So it's interesting. It just, although I don't always follow the numbers as much as I probably should. Yeah, no, it's, yeah, it's, I mean, it's, especially given that I don't know, I need to do more. I want to do more videos. I shouldn't say I need to. I want to do more videos, but I do like the live streams a lot. And I don't plan on ever stopping doing those, doing these. It's just, and I have a lot of thoughts on how I'm going to make them better this year, but still keep to the principle. I mean, the basic things that I'd been doing all along, which is the Seestars, and now I'm adding other telescopes to the mix. And like during the day, I use a solar telescope. Maybe this summer maybe we'll have clearer weather this summer. I don't know. This spring has been kind of, well, I call it spring. It's technically winter, but it feels like our spring since it's already like in the 80s. It's like the moon, like I have another camera I need to hook up at some point, but it runs power over Ethernet. But like the problem is the all sky camera ends up lagging so much. Let's see, did I do that the right way? Wow. That's pretty awesome. That's amazing. That's neat. But to be fair, the followers, yeah. But to be fair, gotta go move some snow. Have a good evening, Cosmic Ray. Thanks for joining. Take it easy with the snow. And look, there's like a brief clearing. Oh, I wonder, did the moon drift up? No. Just was temporarily visible. Is this going? Okay, good. It's moving the right way. Oh, well, that was purely an accident. Oh, dang it. I actually unintentionally ended up pointing the Seestar at the moon, but now I lost it. Oh, no, no, no. Stop. It's funny. I actually got it pointing at the moon. Like, I don't know how I managed to do that. I was just trying to get it aligned, but somehow I ended up pointing at the moon. Let me separate this out. Like I say, it was purely an accident. And it's interesting because since the Seestar does auto exposure, whereas this telescope I don't have it set. I mean, it's not doing auto exposure. It's like at a fixed exposure. It's able to like compensate, and so it's still seeing the moon even when the other one it's not coming through. So I normally do lights east. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that ends up working when they come out with it. Ugh. That sucks. Yeah, I'm always afraid of losing stuff, so I'll end up like I save. Oh. Yeah, I mean I'm always paranoid of losing stuff, so I end up saving like very frequently. Unfortunately, this is drifting a little bit. I don't know, try to do a save. And maybe it'll eventually fix itself. Oops. No, didn't mean to go that far off. Sorry. It is interesting because the Seestar is picking it up when the other one is oh, an ad. Well, I'm gonna go grab some water. Just kind of frustrated that hello, Matthew. Open in the background, taking a break. Save obsessively. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's... Sometimes that's... Yeah. Alright, I am going to... Well, hold on a second. I'm going to try to... Nope, nope. Because it never... This one never aligned. This one never aligned, so it's drifting slowly. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes, like with a lot of things I've worked on over the years, sometimes the second go through ends up being better. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go grab some water. Alright. Like what in the world? I'm gonna go ahead and move the this one off screen since this one is not going anywhere. And, highly frustrating, but what I'm gonna do is, so I had stacked this image in Serial while I was kind of just trying to. Serial ends up acting weird sometimes, and the moon's gone. I'll move it. I'll move this off screen. We'll keep an eye on the all sky camera to see if it changes its mind. Oh, wrong. I brought the wrong window on, sorry. So I wanted to try out the SETI Astro Suite. And if the clouds don't improve, I'll process one image and then maybe call it a night. But hopefully it'll clear again. It was supposed to clear. Anywho, I'm gonna have to reconfigure this because this is gonna be a hassle. Let me see, what can I do? It's funny, the moon has very briefly reappeared through the clouds, but yeah, through that hole you see in the all sky camera. Anyway, so let me think, how can I, basically what you got your revenge. Nice. let me see. I've got to go. Let's see. I need to multi-view. Turn that off. Okay. That's. Stop doing it before I get a referral. Yeah. So. Let's see. All right. Oh. Movement control. Yeah. Okay. I'll remind me again or send me a message and all. So I had stacked this. So this is the Trifid Nebula. About an hour of data I had taken a few months ago. And what I wanted to do is see how this works with the SETI Astro suite. So let me go check. Oh, you know what I'm gonna have to do? Okay, so let me make a change here so I can more easily see. Yeah, so this is output 2, and I want to do. Yep, there we go. All right. So there's the program. And so let me so I'm going to actually let me pull this off screen. I want to try let me see. Okay. Don't stop until it's better than the original. Yeah. Oh, yeah, as far as the music. Yeah. Let me see. All right. Yeah, expectations. To be honest, the expectations don't necessarily go away when you're older. Sorry, didn't. It acts weird sometimes with the resizing. I was trying to resize it and it just wasn't having it. There we go. All right. Okay. I'll get rid of Stellarium. All right, so here's the Trifid. So let me go bring up SETI Astro Suite. Okay, and just trying to find the file. Now, again, I haven't really used this tool before, so this is, I've seen videos on it, but I haven't used it actively, so this might end up being a total debacle. But we will see. Okay, so I loaded the file in here, and it's funny that this keeps, it's like it wants to make an appearance, but it just can't quite do it. Effort, I like that. Effort becomes effortless with time. That applies to a lot of things. So let's see, fit to window. Okay, so this is SETI Astro. I loaded the same file. This is the auto stretch, but see, like there's a gradient here, pretty big gradient here. So, so they have a bunch of tools in here. Heroic leaps of faith. I like that too. I like that. Our random Erewhon with inspirational messages at from okay, so there are a lot of things in this tool now. Stretch. Yeah. Deep thoughts with random Erewhon. Yeah. Or with random Erewhons with people on the stream. The deep thoughts. All right. Let's see. Actually, you know what I need to do? Yeah. Oh, shoot. It's like it keeps messing with me. This like it'll want to like I keep seeing the moon coming through the stream. I mean the sorry, through the okay, cool. This is the view I wanted. Whoa, that looks weird. Let's see. All right. And then it like looks like it's about to get clear on the all sky camera, and then nope. All right. So we want to do a background. And see, there's all these tabs, but then there's a lot of functions. Remove gradient. So we'll try that. All right. Oh, draw exclusion area. So you've got to trace out the area you don't want. Where you don't want the background extracted. So I circled the nebula. So here, I circled around here to try to get both bits of it. So we'll process that. Okay, ready to remove successfully. Did that remove the gradient? I may have to, so here's the extracted gradient. That's interesting. So that's what the gradient looks like. Huh. Oops. I may have to study this more. Did that actually make a difference? Oh yeah. It did remove it. Okay, cool. So we've got the background the background. Now, how do we remove the stars? Does it support star removal? Create mask, pixel mask. It has a lot of stuff in there now, in here now. Blemish blaster. Recombine, extract luminance. Neutralize, remove green, add stars. Okay, remove stars using StarNet. That's what I wanted to do. What is this asking for? Is this asking for where the StarNet is executable is? Let me try to find it. February versus... Okay, so I'll do this one. Maybe this one? Okay. Yes, it's linear. So it has this stretching the image for StarNet. Okay. StarNet failed. Okay, let me pull this off stream, and maybe I can figure out which meanwhile it's like it's so close, like the moon keeps wanting to make an appearance, but it's not. It's so frustrating. Oh, hello, Icarus. How's it going? Thanks for joining. As you can see, I'm a bit clouded out right now, but I'm attempting to do some image processing, or trying to test out the latest SETI Astro suite, because I have not actually used it yet. Or I mean, I've used an earlier version of it, but not the current version. Let's see. Very frustrating. Okay. Whoa. The good thing is it slowly drifts to the right, so all right, so fits, pre-processing, photometry. Like I say, I might end up having to test this out on a like not on the live stream, so then the next time I do a live stream I'll be a bit more kind of able to deal with it. Now, I say next live stream, next evening live stream. I might be doing a live stream tomorrow. If it's clear, I'll do a solar live stream during the day. Let's see. What are we doing here? Let me bring back SETI Astro. Let's try removing. Yes. Okay, okay, it failed. How do I change the settings? Histogram, slots, masks, mosaic. Where? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out. Let's see. Keeps trying to show up. All right. Sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to rerun the City Astro suite off screen to see why it's not working the way it should. Oh, try to do image processing with a nebula where you remove the stars in serial and it instantly crashes the PC. Wow. And you're running Windows? Yeah, it can take a while. I mean, I've had it where it'll lock up just the app, but I haven't thus far had it crash the computer. That seems, yeah, that's weird. Which version of are you running? Are you running like the release version of Serial? And you have StarNet. You have it in the preferences where you're pointing at StarNet. Like you have to go in. What just happened there? That was fantastic. Where you go in, I mean, this is the dev version. I go into preferences and then it's under miscellaneous to set where the StarNet executable is. Okay, StarNet. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've never had it crash the computer. That's weird. Like the only thing I could think of is, yeah, I don't know. Does it use the GPU and like it could be a GPU driver issue or I don't even know. Toggle auto stretch. Okay. Where is that? Well, that's interesting. I'm basically, I need to, speaking of StarNet, I need to change. I have two different versions of StarNet, an older and a newer version, and I think I pointed it at the wrong one, and I pointed City Astro at the wrong one, and now I'm trying to figure out how to actually change it. Yeah, I pointed at the wrong one. No? Yeah, yeah, I pointed at the wrong one. So I need to figure out where City Astro is saving that information. So let's see. Might be it's right at initialization. That's interesting. Yeah, it is unfortunate. Oh, that's funny. Was that intentional? Or, I mean, or, were you already doing that? Yikes. Yeah, the clouds. The clouds are terrible today. Where is City Astro saving that? Queue settings. Ooh, I wonder. Because there's like there's there's a place where nope. Oh, where does it set its settings? That's very frustrating. I picked the wrong location. Oh. Oh, duh. Okay, sorry. It would be obvious enough that it would be under the Preferences menu option. Let's fix this to the right directory. I hate it when I do that. Software. What was it? What is it called? StarNet. Yeah, this one. Let's try this one. Okay. Save. See if this works. Settings saved. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay, so let me try loading this file again. Open file. off the SSD. Like I say, I this might be end up being a complete debacle, but we'll try. We'll try. Okay, so I've got it loaded. So first thing I'm gonna do is do the automatic background extraction. So number of sample points, polynomial degree, show the gradient removed. Okay, and so okay, I guess we'll deal with that. And gradient removal succeeded. Okay. All right. Oops. So it's got this concept of slots. So anyway, am I even looking at the right thing? Oops. So that's the gradient. Looks about right. Oops. So now I'm gonna remove. Yes, it's linear. Okay. And it failed again. Oh, it's not. That's not the directory I pointed at. Let me try this again. Yeah. Yep. Yep, pretty much. And I really need to. The SETI Astro suite has some interesting functionality that I want to you know, work with some more, because I think it would really help some of my some things that I have. Yeah. And then seeing like this, it is kind of cool. Like it shows up like this is a clearing here in the thermal camera. Like it's not always apparent if that's actually a real clearing or not, but it shows up as lighter on the thermal camera, or cooler, I should say. So that is so weird. You know what? Maybe I need to restart it. I mean, the SETI Astro suite is going through some rapid development, so it could have. I mean, it might have quirks or even bugs. It's interesting. Like it's almost showing the moon, but like you'll see the clouds. Oh, nope. I was watching it and just expecting it to the moon, but no. Yeah, and you can see again a cool spot. Now the problem is this camera updates more often than this one, which is why it's sometimes a little out of sync. Wait. Yeah, okay. All right, load the file. Live. 50 subs. Stack. Open. Fit to window. Auto stretch. Remove gradient. right. Process. Okay. And let's see. Anyway, okay. So let's try removing. Yes, okay. Oh, didn't crash. It's actually running. I had to quit and restart the City Astro Suite after I'd fixed the StarNet path. Yeah, look at the so this the cool, that's an actual hole in a cloud. So it's kind of cool. Get to see StarNet progress. Okay. Tiles 2%. Okay, it's processing. Great. Progress. Yeah, so my plan is image tonight. I mean, not image. Process this one image. See how it goes. Save stars only image. Okay, save. Live. And we'll call it M20 stars only. And I'll save it as, oh, TIFF or PNG. I'll do it as a TIFF. So save it. It was saved. Starless image. Okay. So, okay, here's the starless image. So let's, no, zoom out. Okay, so there's the starless image. And actually, let me look at the full image to see what we've got here. All right. Seestar live stack subs process. Okay. So I just wanted to look at what we've got here. Like these, I think, maybe they're nebulosity, so I'll leave them alone. Yeah, okay. So I'll leave this alone. So we've got sharpen denoise. Statistical stretch. Do I want to do sharpen denoise? Do I want to just denoise it? We'll see what happens. Oh, cosmic clarity. So I have to download that separately still. Okay. You've run out of stuff to process. Yeah, you should do that. You should definitely do that. One day I'll get pics inside. Yeah, same here. I haven't, it's one of those things where I've thought, yeah, one day I'll get that. So let's go City Astro Suite and cosmic clarity. Just making sure I'm getting the right version. Okay, so let's get that. And 1 gig. So let me go ahead and download that. Download anyway. Luckily I cleared off some space. My computer is running low on space. Okay, so yeah, let's see. Okay. All right. Still downloading. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer with the clouds tonight. Oh, I keep feeling like it's, you know, kind of teasing me. Almost there. And done. All right. All right, now I need to go into City Astro and change the configuration, the preferences, to point at cosmic clarity. Astro cosmic clarity open. Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna try just denoising it. This is annoying. So let me go save. Oops. It has this new feature. Why is it doing that? Save project. Cosmic clarity. No, I'll leave it at Astro and go M20. I'll just call it M20. And fine, I'll quit that. Okay, cool. Yeah, it can definitely take a while with the images you have. Cool. Yeah, so possible solar stream tomorrow. photo processing stream sometime during the week. Might be, I don't know if it'll be Monday. Maybe it'll be like in the middle of the week, Tuesday or Wednesday. And then next Saturday, I'll have a live stream probably during the day or afternoon or something. So keep an eye out for that. All right. Loading back the, oh wait, no. It's open project. M20 open. Okay, cool. So it recovered everything. So I've got the Trifid here. So let's go. What were we doing? Oh, denoise. So I was gonna run cosmic clarity denoise just to see what it looked like. Just to see what it does. So I'm just gonna leave it the defaults here, and it's the what do you call it? The sandboxing on Mac OS. Let me fix that. Oh, hello, Astro Chris. As you can kind of see from the background, it ended up clouding over. We got some brief glimpses of the moon, but thanks to Stephen Fox and Dark Shades and Seiko, we were able to look at the sun and moon today. And very briefly, I was able to image the moon a little bit, but otherwise it's just been, I've been doing some stuff with photo processing. Oh, good night, Dane. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good evening. Yeah, so, yeah, like I say, since it's been cloudy, I'm doing some photo processing with the SETI Astro suite, using some image of Trifid Nebula, Messier 20, that I had taken a few months ago, I think. But then I literally have not run this this version before, and so I'm running into just kind of testing it out and running into snags here and there and trying to work through it. Yeah, fog rolled in. Yeah, that was kind of what's going on here. It's although it's higher level, so it's not fog, but we've been having some heavy fog alerts last few days, so, or some days. So let's see if I can process this. Let's see if this will actually work. So denoise, yep. Let's try that. Processing. All right. Now I don't know how long this is going to take. That's going to take a little longer, because unfortunately these binaries, although the SETI Astro ones are Apple Silicon, the cosmic clarity are still x86. So it's going to take a couple of minutes just to fire up like the Rosetta stuff to start running it. So that's good. We won't be doing too much with this tomorrow. I mean tonight. And honestly, next time maybe I'll end up processing it on the mini PC, since that's Windows and x86 and, you know, yeah, so we'll see. We shall see. My CPU is starting to go up. You can see it. You can see it up. You can see it right here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they will at this point. There was a chance that they would get clearer at some point. Like it was going to be clear and then it clouded up and then it was going to be clear again. But at this point, it's probably a lost cause, which is why I've switched to photo processing. Yeah. But it's might take a while. I might end up having to fiddle around with this, not on a live stream, because this is taking a little longer than I had originally anticipated, and it may not, it's unclear how long this will take. Yeah, see, it was theoretically going to clear a bit for the next, yeah, but looks like it's mostly going to be a waste. And actually, according to this, maybe tomorrow afternoon might be clear enough to do a solar stream, but it's like the numbers aren't great as far as like percentage chance of clouds tomorrow. So I had been using Astrospheric, but Wiley's site had recommended this one. So it's hard to say. It might be more accurate. I'm not sure. Yeah, yours is gonna be bleak. Yeah, mine looks really grim. Okay. Well, I think this might be a bust. This might be a sign that this is not going well. So I'm gonna have to work out the kinks, not on the live stream. But yeah, so I might leave it at that for tonight. Yeah, sorry about the clouds. It's rather unfortunate, but hopefully I'll be able to do a solar stream tomorrow afternoon. I'll do a photo processing stream during the week, and maybe even 2. Depends on how it goes. If I can work out the issues with SETI Astro Suite, maybe I'll do a couple of them just to try to work through different some of my backlog of images. But like I say, next Saturday, hopefully, fingers crossed, I should have a live stream in the afternoon, which might be kind of interesting. Because yeah, there's some things I'm kind of working on that I think will help with the live streams. I've kind of mentioned some of it to the on Discord during a live Discord stream. So I think people might enjoy it a lot. So stay tuned for that. That, like I say, that's next Saturday, but there'll be a couple of streams between now and then. And if you haven't liked the video, like, subscribe, join the Discord server, and I think I'll leave it at that. I need to go pack up my equipment in case it starts getting misty outside. But yeah, thanks for joining, and have a good evening. Bye. Good night.